so everybody knows I take care of my shoes. And Mardi Gras, you messed up. You know you, Mardi Gras, you dirty. You know you nasty. Look what you did to my shoes. I got some cleaning I gotta do. And look at my shoes. A little bit of beer spilt on them. Probably got some pee, poop, hopes and dreams. I stepped in everything at Mardi Gras. So I've never been to Mardi Gras, but I get the gist of what it's about. The reason I went this year was because I wanted to see the evangelists interact with the sea of people crashing against them. By evangelists, I mean these guys.
Yes,
and they're great. But then JJ spotted these guys. Now this group caught my attention because I'm watching a sea of people crash against these guys, and I wanted to see how they related to those people and how those people related to them, what the disconnect was. And you know, have you ever heard something and hoped it wasn't true, and then come to find out it was way worse? This is them.
God's gonna hate you. God's gonna destroy you. God's gonna kill you. That's what God's gonna do. That's the truth.
We go up and we approach the first guy I see. His name's John, this guy. So I ask him,
do you mind if I get on camera? Okay, cool.
And probably at this moment, the nicest one in that crowd. And this is what he says.
The Bible says in Ezekiel 33, if the watchman sees the sword coming and doesn't warn the people, their blood will be required on our hands. So we're just watchmen on the wall, giving some of these people their last warning, giving some of these people that last shout, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, turn away from your sin. So,
it's nice that you shave your beard.
So anyways, our motive is love for God, love for our neighbor. You know what I mean? This is our duty.
So here's the thing. I'm not going to debate him. I'm not going to argue with him because I'm sure it's what he gets every single time he talks. I'm also not going to debate those yelling at him. The Bible says, even though it costs you everything, gain understanding. And that's why I'm here.
It's worth it. So our motive, of course, firstly, primarily is to obey God, to love Him with all of our heart, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. But you know, this is a calling we have.
So after I talked to him, I decided to talk to the people that were yelling at him.
Hey, so did you just flick him off? Was that you that just flicked him off?
I was recording him.
Okay. So what do you think about the message? Yeah?
I don't agree.
So I came here. Right, that's what I was thinking.
And what was really cool was after I talked to them, I went back to John, and John told me this.
If you want to talk to the leader of our group, I can set that up. You know
that'd be great.
So,
Here?
yeah, he's here.
So I have a chance to talk to the guy in charge. Yeah, I'll stick around for that.
What you're doing is obviously very, I guess the word's aggressive, to people. Do you feel like you're making a change, or do you feel like you're met with horrible hostility?
That's a great question, Sean.
You recognize this guy? His name's Ruben Israel from Los Angeles. You might recognize him from this.
What happened, the reason why this is going on now is because of what happened last year.
In this video, all you see is a town full of Muslims throwing rocks and bottles, yelling and screaming at this group of Christians. And as a Christian myself, I was like, how would that make me feel if that were to happen? And so I was on his side, automatically. Yeah.
Here's the way God works. The body of Christ is large with many different parts.
I agree with that.
You have Christians that pray, Christians that knock on doors, Christians that pass out literature, Christians that feed homeless. You have Christians that do a lot of ministry because at the end of a sinner's life, God tried every avenue to get this guy saved.
Technically, the man's right.
So when God says he goes to hell, God's going to say, we even put big burly guys with huge signs that got in your face that tried to get your attention. At the end of the life, God has tried every avenue to get that individual saved. Besides, what we're doing is planting seed, watering seed, that somebody else might reap the harvest. One isn't better than the other, but that's how Christianity works. So what you're seeing here is a result of it.
If I can get somebody to have a conversation with you, would you be interested?
Absolutely. Yeah, if you get somebody, I'll talk to them about any topic.
Challenge accepted. He said if I can find somebody to talk to him, debate him even, he would meet with us. Yeah, I'm a man with a mission right now. So here I am, looking around, trying to find somebody who is sober enough and of at least a calm temperament that will talk to this man so it's not yelling and screaming back and forth. Because above all else, I just want resolution. And so while I'm watching and looking and trying to find somebody to talk to him, I'm seeing the sea of people still crash against this crowd. So this is Brother Daniel. He was talking to this guy. So my job is to find some type of connection. Ryan agreed to go talk to Brother Daniel.
Can I have a conversation with him on camera? Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Now remember, I don't agree with almost everything being said by either party. I'm just there to listen.
I believe our disconnect is I feel like I cannot judge him based off his actions because that's up to God. And I think the disconnect is he feels, or his group feels, he can judge us based off our actions because of the message of God.
Yeah, but Jesus said, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
Exactly.
It's a righteous judgment.
And that is
to see that you're swinging a beer up and down Bourbon Street.
But you're judging off
fair
appearance.
assumption to warn you. That's not a judgment. That's a warning
So,
to tell you
that's an assumption.
if you're a drunkard.
I'm not a drunkard. I'm having an
Now, when I was talking to John, Reuben, and Brother Daniel, the whole time there was something just going on in the background. I looped it in with all the, external noises, all the songs being played, all the yelling and screaming, but something surfaced. JJ asked me, "Do you hear what they're saying on the megaphone?"
You are on the road to a devil's hell. No homo, faggot,
What?
lesbian, hole, it's going to happen. You need to get right with God.
Come on!
You trust in yourself. College is full of crap. I'm never going to college. I'm doing something with my life that actually matters. College is full of faggots.
This changes everything. It doesn't matter what kind of message you're trying to get across if all you're doing is insulting people.
You're a grown person. You're a grown person, hillbilly. Go to hell, Floyd. Go to hell.
So, after hearing this, I'm in the crowd. I want to see what the crowd is doing and saying. I want to see their view. So I get in the crowd and I start talking to this girl named Carly. Carly, she was awesome. She talked to me for about 10 minutes while I was talking to another gentleman about the beard. So now that I have the people's perspective, I want to see what Reuben's seeing. So I go and ask Reuben, can I come and listen and see what you see? Stand right next to you. He's like, sure, absolutely. I know. It's perspective, okay? Like I said, I'm not here to argue with them. I just want to gain understanding.
We do not like drugs.
So this whole time, I've only heard Reuben's team yelling and saying stuff like,
I'm gonna tell you one more time, you look like a homo. You look like a homo, green shirt.
but never heard Reuben. But what I did see was this.
Lord Jesus Christ, we obey God. We trust in Him, and you trust in yourself.
So we didn't get a lot of footage of that, but I'll tell you what happened. This is what I saw firsthand. The guy approached Reuben. Reuben told him, if he wants to talk to me, pour out your drink. And so Reuben looks at me, pours out the drink, starts talking to the guy. Now, I couldn't hear what he was saying because the bullhorn was just saying all types of ridiculous stuff, and the guy in front of me was completely insulted, and so he was yelling back. So I couldn't hear what was said, but I saw what they were talking about. First-hand example of somebody actually wanting change from this type of scenario. So automatically I started thinking, maybe there's something to this. So then I started thinking, is Reuben really going to lead them in a confession of faith, or is he going to turn them into like the guys on the bullhorn? Has Reuben lost the control of his team? But still, since he's the leader, everything falls on him. So even though it's not him saying those things, it might as well be because it's his group.
Vile, bunch of sinners on their way to hell. You deserve hellfire. You're following the devil, and he hates you too.
So Reuben himself has not been on the bullhorn. He has been yelling and screaming. Everything I've heard Reuben say has been on the up and up. But while I was to the side talking to a group of people, JJ caught this. And that's never okay. I don't care what's going on. You never treat a woman like that. You go from spreading the gospel to what? Assault and battery? I mean, that's ridiculous. He could have done multiple things, but instead he decided to shove an intoxicated girl. One thing I do know, what you say is just as important as how you say it. And this is not how the gospel is supposed to be said.
You need to learn how to be a man of God and get right with God before he destroys you, starting cautious. He's going to throw you into hell, and you deserve it.
So what we didn't get footage of, and I'm very sorry for this, is that the cops came right after this happened, and Reuben got arrested. So now, the whole point of me finding somebody sober enough and cool-headed enough to talk to Reuben, all gone. Mission failed. Not because of me, but because Reuben got arrested. With all that noise going on, with all the yelling and the screaming from both sides, like I said, all I care about is resolution. So when I saw people getting heated, I would go tap them on the shoulder, ask them if they wanted to talk to me about what they're feeling about what's going on. And every single person that I talked to thanked me and said, I'm really glad I've talked to you, now calm down. And they would go far to say, if there is a God, I believe it's the gospel you're preaching and not them. So that tells me right there that the gospel of grace can take a situation like that and turn to a conversation like the one I had.
Bro, I can tell. I enjoyed this talk, and there's a reason you came and found me.
Bro, hey, Holy Spirit does that.
I believe in it. Go, have a good night.
So the whole time I've been here cleaning these shoes, talking about the situation, talking about everything that went on in New Orleans. I got in some mess. I got into some conversations with people. I really met them where they're at. I got to see what they were fighting on both sides. Now, I'm not going to get into an argument of who's right and who's wrong. What I will tell you is that the devil's a liar. And Charles Spurgeon said that a lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is still putting on his shoes. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and follow us. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Find me on LinkedIn. We'll do a little business chat, whatever it is. I just want you guys to stay tuned because great things are coming. If you want to see more of our videos of what we've been up to, we have dad jokes over here, and we have the 2018 New Year video that started off Freedom Effect this year. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you soon.